Now ground level. Cloak and Brogan. Brogan decisively. Roden missed it. Robinson went to ground. Corns is over the footy on his knees. Got it back to Brogan. Kicks to midfield. Armfield missed the bouncing ball. Carlton lead back in the race. Some indecision. Murphy picks it up, then hit it straight towards Pearce. Picked up by Burgoyne. Clever into the path of Pearce. Nobody in the goal square. How will it run? It's running on. Getting back is Thornton. Just in the nick of time, Thornton. Around the boundary. Will it stay in? Like an obedient dog, he gets it to go out. We'll have a boundary throw in.
He did that so well. He was too nervous to take it over because he wasn't sure if the umpire would give him the latitude, and then he was able to find the boundary without making it look too obvious.
So Salopek getting it from late. Gee, Pearce's shot at goal was disappointing, wasn't it? Because he had a bit more time with the bloke with his pace. Maybe that's that perceived pressure of Armfield being on you all day. Here's Bauer wide to Gibbs. And then Gibbs just takes his time, gets around Boak. They were in the same draft, Gibbs and Boak. Now Russell from Carazzo through the centre to Hadley. Back it goes.
50 metres downfield.
Brogan taking Bauer off the ball.
And so 50 metres against Brogan here, and probably cost Port a goal.
I think he's a little bit stiff on this one. I had my eyes on him, and I just thought it was almost incidental contact.
Okay, that's how we saw it.
His reputation precedes him, doesn't it, sometimes?
Okay, we've got to clear out from the mark.
Justifiably.
It's a big penalty you pay, isn't it?
Kate Simpson here, or Paul Bauer?
Disputed ball at half-back coming up to the wing, and now you're having a shot inside 50.
Hey, guys.
So he's going to give it off there.
Bauer quickly off to Cloak.
Right there, mate.
Do you reckon those signs would be off-putting when you're taking a shot at goal?
Absolutely. Flashing, especially in an overcast, dull day, Den. Well picked up. Let's have a look. Cloak. Now, Cloak kicks the ball pretty hard. Good wind player, Den.
Yes.
So he'll kick from slightly further out than laid a moment ago at the other end. And look at this.
That's a lob wedge.
Chaplin belts it away. Two-fisted. Corns will have to do the same again. He takes it.
The mark, he punched, he marked. Hang on.
See, that held up, didn't it?
And then Corns, it's short to his brother, Kane. Well, Cassisi won the toss and Port kicked to the left. They must have been kicking into the breeze in that first goal. We didn't know it really at the time, did we?
Swing around. They may have even been advantage for the first half.
Well, we say that, yet most of the goals have been scored to the left anyway, haven't they?
That's right.
So perhaps we forget about it.
Hartlett around the outer side. In front, Boak. Clever. Quality of opposition was great as well, and the ball's out of bounds.
He's going to be a good player in the future for Port Adelaide. He's
good player now.
I think what he's done this year is really consolidated his ability to win the footy, win his own footy as well.
Armfield sharks the knock. Now Carazzo off the pack, a little chip towards half forward. O'Halpin could have done better. Cruz has got the crumb though, and this one has got the distance, but out to the right. Carlton looking very dangerous at the moment. Port with just that one goal against the flow. Here's Stewart. Can they run it up? Hartlett is at right half back. Took on the wrong man. Stevens, well, he gave it back to Cracker. Good enough. Cracker does a Tim Watson. But the kick not so flash. Wiggins, Scotland. Hand passes to Cruiser. Hanging back is Wiggins. Needs to be precise. That's not necessarily his forte. He bounced it across towards Carazzo. In goes Westhoff. Stolen by Carazzo. Run down by Gray. Jarred out of there. In goes Walker. Strong tackle got him down. And the umpire will ball it up.
Gee, there's some good tackling there. Westhoff, what he has to do over the summer, he's not going to get much bigger because he's that type of build. He's got to get stronger though. He's got to be able to break those tackles at 199 centimetres. He's got to be able to get through them.
Gee, Gray was stiff. He really should have received the free for a wonderful tackle. And that's a great kick coming in from Carazzo to Cloak to Walker. A big first half, Walker.
He's working hard, isn't he? He's up to this is number 15 for him. He's had a tackle as well and 5 marks.
And you called it, Bruce. He's just running off people, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, pushing forward.
I like Cloak, though. He's let up a couple of times in the last 5 minutes, and he's got a lot of presence. He's when he does lead up, he's well and truly noticed by his teammates.
So Andrew Walker's played just the 3 games this year, but similar to last year where he missed so much of it, and he gets it home. That's a very handy goal late-ish in the second quarter.
I think when Cloak gets up in the morning and sees those flags blowing, Ox, he's a happy guy.
Absolutely. He reads the ball well. Then Burgoyne, we want to see the ball in his hands a lot more often. I think that he's one of those players that when he gets the ball, he doesn't get a lot of it. He's so clean and clever. I think Port Adelaide have got to do what Geelong do with Gary Ablett and make sure he gets the ball with a bit of space.
So the margin out to 12 points now. Port led by 8 points at quarter time. Cruiser has to wait this time. Awkward against Brogan. Backhanded out of there by Peter Burgoyne. Scotland shrugged a tackle, went back to Hadley. Hadley, Armfield combined, comes to Thomas though. And now Pearce emerges from the pack, goes down towards half forward, chips it over Ebert. Coming up is Gray. A lot of tape on Gray. You worry about his anatomy. Coming through the hand pass over the shoulder from Russell. Stevens, well done Armfield. Decides to run up towards the wing. Drives it long towards half forward. All Port, missed by Corns at the front. Simpson is through then. Will it sit for him? Wants to come back on his left side. Needs a lead in the middle. Gibbs. Oh, that was intelligent football by Gibbs. He sprinted to that spot. Now he's 55 metres out. Puts it up. This is going and going and going. It's a goal. I don't understand this wind.
That was a 50-metre kick off one step into that howling breeze that we've been talking about. This has probably been the hardest kick of the day so far. It was the speed of Simpson, though, that was able to set this up for Carlton. He brought it back in, and when you give it off first go, you give your teammates time. Have a look at this. He just went back one kick, one step, 55 metres out, and it's gone through. Really good work there by Fev to actually clear the line for the footy coming in.
Well, he's got a couple in this quarter. Gives that spectacular. The other one from the set shot. They kicked 6 of the last 7, the Blues, and 5 of them in this term. So Port now being nailed to the wall by the look of it. And they need a late one. Quick kick out of there by Roden to Treadray. Treadray on that left foot where he's very dangerous normally. That one he didn't get hold of, and that's a mark to Scotland.
Mark then spoiled.
And this Port forward line is not functioning well. Ebert struggling. Gray made a terrible mistake a minute ago, which was costly at half forward. Westhoff kicked an early goal, so not a lot happening there. Inboard, O'Halpin. Carlton queuing up here. Wiggins, Bauer, Wiggins again. Not sure if that was correct disposal. Well done, Hartlett, but his kick's not great. Thornton. It's a bad target miss. So Thornton on one step to centre wing. Brogan building from behind. Well done, Hurlihan. Back to O'Halpin. It's like O'Halpin and Walker might have had a bit of a switch up here. Scotland at half back. Just probing here, running laterally, wanting someone to come towards him. He'll use Cruiser in the centre.
Cruiser's got it now. There's a Port trainer out there causing a bit of disruption across half forward for Carlton. I'm sure looking up they confused him initially with a player. Meantime, Gibbs has got the football at right half forward. Runs to 55. He of the long kick. This one grabbed by the breeze, falls in front. And Corns takes the mark. Cassisi out of the back pocket. Carlisle.
Got nowhere to go to.
By Lade.
It just looked like they've run out a bit of run here, Port Adelaide.
Now, I've got to say, the trainer was out there, and that uniform, the trainer's uniform of Port, is very similar to a playing uniform. Take a note, Ox, will you? Stevens goes towards half forward. Gibbs, Murphy, whoops, Judd, 55 metres out, but Judd has missed to the left-hand side.
Just watching a bit of ruck work in the centre. Sometimes I wonder